Welcome everyone. In this video we're staying on a glorious holiday park called the Moon and Sixpence. We're going to check out the holiday park's amazing facilities, and then we're going to head off and do my favourite walk to my favourite town in Suffolk. Hope you can join the adventure. Let's roll. Wow, first impressions, what an absolutely gorgeous sight this is. I mean, what a view from the roller door, check that out. Loving it. Yeah, so they're charging me £23 for the night, grass pitch with electricity, which for me is amazing and I'm really happy with. Now there is a catch though, the price is per person, so you know, bear that in mind. But for me on my own, brilliant. Loving it. Right, well, let's get out there and explore this glorious campsite. Oh yeah, campsite has a beach. The lake has a beach. You can fish this lake and I can see a lot of carp on the surface. Yeah, I think you have to pay extra, but what an amazing sight. Check this out. Yeah, I love campsites like this. Now, I got told to go anywhere I want. I chose along the back there, so I'd be along the lake. Now, a few more people have turned up, and that bit's now getting full, and the rest of the campsite's empty. But it has got an amazing view. And I've spoke to everyone, and everyone's lovely and friendly, so yeah, loving it really. Yeah, brilliant sight. Definitely some big carp in this lake, seen plenty of big carp. So yeah, very good for fishing. Badminton court. So yeah, got tennis courts, got a table tennis thing here, got a volleyball court here, and a little basketball court over here as well. Check this out. Now there is a 9-hole golf course over there, and we can use that as well if you're a resident of the campsite. This is all stuff that you can use for free, I do believe, but I do believe there's a bowls club that you have to be a member of, but all this stuff is we're free to use. So yeah, pretty good. Five-a-side football pitch over there as well. Wow, check this out. A bath on a campsite. So the toilets are their own rooms with their own baths, their own sink and their own toilet. This is great. Nice little wooden building, I really like it. Yeah, brilliant. I am really loving this campsite, to be fair. Really loving it. Proper shower as well, no push button. Brilliant. So not all of them have baths. This one is just a shower. Wow, what a fantastic building. Yep, really loving this. Lovely flowers and everything. Even the roof has got all grass on the roof there. Probably can't see it, but yeah, brilliant. Probably can see it now. Brilliant building. Loving it. They are unisex toilets though. But yeah, what a lovely area. Oh, there's some more stuff here to check out. Ah, so these are just toilets. So yeah, there's a load of additional toilets. Yep, big old park for kids. There's a bar there, bar and restaurant. Opens at 6. The reception's a lovely looking building as well. Wow, what an absolute beast of a static caravan this is. Might have to see if I can get in there. I'm guessing you're probably not, but looks fantastic. Oh my god, we're in. Probably just stumbled across some campers on holiday. Look at this. Now this is incredible. What an amazing static, eh? They do sell statics. I don't think you can rent the statics on this campsite. They are strictly for residents and a few close friends. They're quite strict on that. They don't want groups of people here. But yeah, this is lovely. I mean, this is bigger than my flat. This is incredible. What a place, eh? Can't believe I could just walk in here. I know when I was a kid, I went on some campsites and you could just walk in them and check them out. But I've checked a few recently on some other sites, and they're always locked, which I kind of understand, because anyone could just come in here and do stuff they're not meant to. Right, let's get out now before we get bollocking. Before someone says, what are you doing? You weren't meant to be in there. Right, well, that's enough of the campsite. Let's get out there and go for a walk along the Deben. So this road is just outside the campsite that I have to walk down a bit. It's a lot busier than I thought it would be, and it's national speed limit, so you do have to be careful. There's a lot of blind corners, but it is coming up to rush hour. So, you know, that might be the cause. Well, hopefully it's all going to be open fields like this now until we get to the Deben. But we'll see, there might be a bit more road walking. So it is a bit of a walk, but you know, it's too bad the sun's gone down. It was lovely this morning, but what do you do, never mind. It's still great being out, you know. The glorious Deben in all her glory. This is my favourite path in Suffolk. I love walking along here. Bit gutted, the weather's not better, but what do you do? But this bit here that I'm on, you do have to be careful, because when the tide comes in, this path actually floods. I actually walked along here once, first time I walked along, and the tide was then retreating, and there was a little fish stuck on the path, and I released him back into the wilderness. But yeah, so yeah, you do have to watch this path here, because this path does flood, high tide. But I love this place, I really do. I love tidal places because they look different each time of the day. Every time you visit it looks different. You know, if I was to walk back here in 4 hours time, it'd be like a raging river, you know. So yeah, I do love it. That's Woodbridge over there, gonna head off towards Woodbridge. I don't know whether we'll get there before dark, to be fair. I probably shouldn't have spent so much time relaxing on that campsite, but what do you do when you're on a little gem like that? You got to enjoy it, ain't you, you know. So but we'll see anyway. We'll head down towards Woodbridge. Well, looks like I might be able to have a quick brief visit of Woodbridge before it gets dark, so let's get there and have a look and see what we can see. It's a lovely place. Ain't got long though. Sunsets in about 40 minutes. So behind us there, in that building there, they're actually building a replica of the ship that was found in Sutton Hoo. Now, I've been here before, that's open and you can go and have a look, but unfortunately not today because it's now 6:30. And there's a nice little museum over there that I've been to as well. Yeah, so the Tide Mill Museum basically uses the tide to mill flour. Yeah, that is pretty good. That's only a small little museum, but I quite enjoyed it, to be fair. Worth checking out if you're here. It was only like £4. That was a few years ago, admittedly, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Seems to be some sort of weird gathering behind me. No idea what these people are doing. Better get out of here before I have to say hello to some people. Anyway, that was my small little tour of Woodbridge. I'm going to head back now because the sun's going to set in a little while, and it is about an hour and a half walk, maybe an hour. So yeah, there are some lovely little pubs in Woodbridge, and to be honest, I'd love to have stopped and had a pint, but it's just time's getting on, so it's just going to be dark by the time I get out of the pub, so decided not to. And I've done enough socialising today, you know. So it's a bit of a tradition of mine that when I'm by the Deben, when it comes up to sunset, I always stop and have a beer by the Deben. I've done it every time I've been here, and today is no exception. Could really have done with a pee though before I started having a pint, but never mind. So while that's settling, I would like to thank a few subscribers who bought me a couple of beers. I have to write your names down because I'm not that intelligent. Nigel and Karen, Carl Lake, Bill G, and Susan Pillett. Thank you. You all bought me a couple of beers. So what I've done with that is I bought 4 cans of Guinness, and I've also bought some stuff called Skinny Beer, which I'm going to be trying tonight. And the rest of the money's just gone towards the campsite fee. So yeah, cheers. Really appreciate it. But of course, thanks everyone for watching these videos. You're all supporting the channel just by watching the videos, so thank you to all of you. Great place to stop and have a beer. Living the dream, aren't we, people? Living the dream. Staying on an amazing campsite that I absolutely love, and having a beer and a Guinness by the Deben. It would be better if there was a nice sunset, but you can't win them all. Still living the dream. Well, would you look at that? Whilst I've been sitting there drinking some Guinness, the sky has turned a nice colour in the distance. Brilliant. What a time to be out. Fantastic, eh? Fantastic. It would be better if it was over there, behind the DEBEN. But never mind. What do you do? What an evening. Well, actually, there's nothing that amazing, but it's still great. Oh yeah, best time to be out, people. This is a busy path. There's been a lot of people about in the day, but right now it's all mine. Brilliant time to be out. But yeah, this is a busy path, but it is a fantastic walk, so it's gonna be, really, isn't it? But it's well worth doing. Yeah, definitely my favourite walk in Suffolk, I think, this walk here. Yep. Well, I'm back now, people, to cook up some tea. Got some broccoli, courgette, cauliflower, and some brie cheese, and some minced beef that's been in the van for 2 days, and there's a lot of blood build up in the bottom of it, and it don't look overly red, so this might be interesting. Yeah, now I meant to put a big 2-litre bottle of water in the freezer and freeze it, and then stick it in this kind of thermal bag, because I knew it would be in here for 2 days, but yeah, long story short, that didn't happen. So this hasn't been refrigerated for 2 days, so we're gonna have to see what that's like. Worst case scenario, we just overly cook it so that it's really, really crispy, and I'm sure it'll be fine. A bit browner than normal. Smells a little bit vinegary, but not that much. You can sort of see that one side of it is brown and the other side is red, pink, but we'll give it a go. I'm sure it'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? Not actually any cauliflower left here, pretty much all just stalk, but never mind. Moment of truth, people. It's a little bit tangy, but it's also quite crispy, so it's probably going to be okay. Time will tell. But it is very well cooked, so I'm sure it's fine. That actually went down better than expected, to be fair. Wasn't too bad. So anyway, gonna watch some ACDC now. The sound's off at the minute for copyright purposes. I'm gonna try this skinny beer. Yeah, because obviously, as I've mentioned many times with the low carb diet, I have to be careful with carbs. But this isn't too bad. Per bottle, 3 grams of carbs. So yeah, I can have a few of these. We shall see what they taste like though. Probably like crap. %, no. I mean, it's drinkable, but it ain't enjoyable. Sometimes you have to wonder if that's actually just more satisfying not to drink. But anyway, it's open, so I'm going to drink it. I'm sure it'll grow on me after a few. Cheers. Morning everyone. Yeah, I slept really good last night, to be fair. And it was really nice watching the moon dancing on the lake when I turned all the lights off. So yeah, really happy. Going to go out and check out a little bit more of the site in a minute, because I was checking the map last night that they gave me, and there is also another nature pond further down, so I'm going to go and check that out. Now, I did walk past the bar and restaurant last night. I didn't go in because there was only one person in there, and you know, they're just standing at the bar hoping that someone comes in to talk to, and I just weren't in the mood, to be honest with you. I had a long walk, you know, but it did look really nice from the outside. Now, they're not serving food at the minute because, well, what would the point be? I mean, there was nobody in the bar. Why would they bother opening the restaurant? So, but yeah, the bar was open and it did look really good. But yeah, let's get out there anyway and check out these ponds. Yeah, this is a big site. Plenty of touring pictures. This bit's pretty much empty. Now, most of us are all down by the lake, but this bit here is lovely and empty. Yeah, lovely pond over by the statics. There are some fish in it, but you can't fish this. But yeah, nice little pond anyway. Nice little touch. Yeah, so there's a nice washing up area next door that I missed yesterday, and a laundrette room with a lot of washing machines, tumble dryers, yeah, fridge freezer as well. Looks like I only uncovered half of the campsite yesterday. Yeah, lovely. I love this building, it's a brilliant building. So there is a shop that was closed, and there are some more toilets by reception. So there is plenty of dog bins scattered around, plenty of good sized bins with recycle bins. There is a toilet waste disposable point, and there is a motorhome emptying point as well. So I've just been to the reception to just check on what additional stuff you have to pay for, and the golf course is free, can use that for free, basketball courts and all that are free, but the lake you do have to pay £15 per day per rod. Now that's expensive. That is expensive per rod. That's 30 quid to fish it with 2 rods. That is pricey. Now, there are a lot of carp floating about here, but yeah, that is expensive, I will admit. But I'm really loving this site. The lady in the reception asked if I was from New Zealand. That sort of made me smile. New Zealand. I have been asked if I was from New Zealand before a few times, actually, when I was travelling around Ireland. People asked if I was from New Zealand. But I didn't expect it in Suffolk. So the lake can only be fished for 2 months of the year as well, which is a little bit unusual, I must say, but you know, that's their rules. It's not open to the public, it is just for the campers. So yeah, at least it'll be nice and quiet. So it is open to fish today, and there's nobody fishing it, so I bet it is a nice lake to fish, to be fair. So there is a path from the campsite that I've just took that takes you to Martlesham Heath, which has got a huge industrial estate style shopping area full of everything you'd need. There's a huge Tesco's, Marks and Spencer's, Poundland, Boots, McDonald's. It's got everything basically, and yeah, about a 15-minute walk, so that's pretty good. And that's pretty good because it's all down this little country track And the campsite feels like you're right out in the middle of nowhere, and then 10-15 minutes away there's all that. Now I have had a look for public transport and I can't see any there, so I'll check out properly when I get home, but it looks like there might not be any public transport. Right, well, I'm going to pack up now and head off. I would definitely return to this campsite. Now this is a great site for a single person like me, but it is expensive if there's two of you. But for a solo traveller it is great, and I have loved it, and I would definitely return for the price I'm paying, so well happy. So if you've enjoyed any of this, like and subscribe. Catch me on another adventure. Keep living the dream, people. I am also now on Instagram as well, if anyone wishes to follow me. BongoBen22. Keep living the dream.